Guys, so like I told you, welcome to one of the craziest showrooms in Europe, if not the craziest. Now, the showroom rotates pretty often. These are the cars right here right now that we can show you guys. As you can tell, this is not your average car dealership showroom. So let's walk through these. Some of them have some cool stories. Other ones are just so rare by themselves, but you guys have to see this. So the Veyron right here is the most interesting. So we're going to save that one for last. But we're going to start off with definitely not something horrible. Definitely something amazing that you guys would love to see anyways. The Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro. So if, you thought the Valkyrie was just not aggressive enough, there's one right there. We'll get to that. If you want a track only, more aggressive looking Valkyrie, well, there's one right here. So these cars are literally like super high revving, V12. They weigh like nothing. These are the new breed of hypercars, right? The last breed of hypercars are the LaFerraris, the 918s, the P1s. Well, right now it got a lot crazier. And look at the size of the car. I mean, we thought the MC12, which we have right there, was a big, aggressive-looking car. But compared to this looks like it's straight out of a video game. Doesn't even look real. And if we open up the cockpit, first of all, the door, super light. Gullwing door goes all the way up. But the interior is so tight. I think the driver's seat might be wider than the passenger, but I'm a pretty wide guy. I don't think I could fit in here with a passenger. The steering wheel, full-on race car steering wheel. This is potentially the smallest interior I have seen in a supercar. And, you can see right through here. It's literally almost like a Formula One car. The mirrors, everything is so crazy on this. And, just the feel of the doors, like everything is so light. We're going to close this back up like this and right here. Now, the next car up is the more civilized, practical, road-going version of this car, which in any other scenario, this would look like a race car in itself. But no, this is actually the comfortable road car that you would take to go get groceries in, which I'm sure nobody does. But honestly, if I had one of these, I probably would, because why not? So no rear view mirrors. Instead, you have these cameras right here. And that one was like a glossy green. This one is a matte green. Similar spec with a kind of yellowish. This one's kind of gold accents. This one's yellow accents. But you know what? How do you open up the... I'm going to try to figure out how to open up the door. Let's see. This is... Who knew the race car will be easier? I think we got the race car expert, 6 cars, coming to help us open the door.
So there is actually a little button.
Oh, all the way back there.
All the way back here. And you push and hold it. And then it comes open.
Okay.
There we go.
And now we have the comfortable, practical, luxurious Aston Martin Valkyrie. So this interior is just as tight. The steering wheel is a little bit less race car-y, but still very race car-y. As you can see the screens on the sides instead of the mirrors. And this is probably the tightest interior I've ever seen, because as you can tell, the seats literally stick up above the roof line, and there's like a little indent here so the seats can fit. I've never seen another car where the seats are kind of higher up than the actual cabin. But man, this is so tight to sit in. Let's close the door back up. And no way this thing has soft closed doors. I told you guys it's a luxury car, pretty much competing with a Rolls-Royce Phantom. We got the Aston Martin Valkyrie road car right here. Now, next up, of course, everybody knows what this is. 300 SL Gullwing, about 1,500 of these made. This one looks like a perfect example. Even has the luggage in the back. The kind of white, silverish accents or off-white accents. This car is showing 18,000 kilometers. But it looks like, pretty sure it's unrestored. The seats look like that. But what a great looking car. Next up, another car we saw today. This we saw at the Porsche factory. We know this car very, very well. This is the 959. This is the comfort variant. There's also 29 sports that were made that didn't have the suspension that this has, the adjustable suspension. This was originally made to be a Group B rally car, but they ended up making it pretty much a supercar to compete with the Ferrari F40. These cars are honestly very comfortable to drive. Like, I was kidding about the Valkyrie, but this genuinely, a lot of people drove every day. This one has 27,000 kilometers. I'm sure there's ones with hundreds of thousands, because they are pretty much like a 993 turbo to drive. They're nothing too crazy, but the significance of this car is what matters. The technology back in the day was crazy with the all-wheel drive system, and the show and display law in the US was made for this car by Bill Gates. So a lot of history, a lot of heritage there. What a cool car, and I feel like it's more of a if you know type of $1 million car. Then we get on to probably one of the craziest cars to come out of the 2000s. We got the Maserati MC12. Now, this car, for those of you who don't know, is not your typical Maserati. This is the Ferrari Enzo of Maserati. So based off the same car, same chassis, same everything, this car is longer, more aerodynamic, more track focused than the Ferrari Enzo, and a lot more rare. So only 50 cars ever made, whereas the Enzo, they said 399, but probably around 500. This car has a Targa top, so the roof is removable. Now, there's a few options you can get on this car. There's 3 different things that could change. So number one is these headlights. You could option a glass cover, so some of them have it, some of them don't. This one does not have it. Another option you get for factory is a banner on the top that says MC12. And the other thing is, I can't really tell the difference. I'm not gonna lie, I have not met somebody that can tell the difference just by looking at it yet, but there is a long nose and a short nose MC12. So there's ones with a longer bumper, ones with a shorter bumper. Most of them are this spec. I think there's a few around that are different colors, but most of them are Bianco Fuji with this blue two-tone. Now we open it up. I do believe they all have this blue interior. Very, very cool looking interior. Ferrari Enzo seats, I believe. Not your average Maserati at all. You can tell the center console is pretty much straight out of Ferrari Enzo, just redone a little bit. But it is crazy that for a while, until very recently, these things were actually trading for less money than a Ferrari Enzo, which Ferrari Enzo is an awesome car. Very, very cool. But I gotta say, even money, there's no way I am not picking the MC12. So before I give you all the details and show you more of a close-up around this Veyron, I gotta tell you the story about it, because they told us a story here, and it's one of the most interesting stories I've heard about a car, and it is by far, not even close, the most expensive Bugatti Veyron ever built. So this car was originally ordered by a guy that had about 12 Bugatti Veyrons. I mean, he had all the Legends editions, he had a few regular ones, a few Vitesses, a few Super Sports, and as you can tell, this is full polished aluminum, which means it's very hard to make. It's all one piece. If a bumper has to be replaced or there's damage on a bumper, that's $600,000 just for the bumper. And Bugatti did not want to make this car, but the way the guy ended up getting them to do it is he had another, I don't know, 6, 7 cars on order at the time. Said, if you guys don't make it for me, I'm going to cancel the order, and I don't want any of those cars. Now, just like most big spenders that buy very crazy things in very large quantities that are just unexplainable to the normal person, the money didn't come so honestly. So this person became a billionaire with a B by somehow stealing. He was involved in some fraud case, something. He stole a few $1 billion out of a Malaysian trust fund. And funny enough, he was actually also the same person that funded the Wolf of Wall Street movie. Now, he bought a ton of cars. As you can tell, if you make money probably that easily, you're going to spend it just as easily. And not only did he buy these cars, when I show you the details on this specific car, you're going to see how crazy he went with the specs, how personalized he wanted the cars. I mean, just having the car itself was not enough. Let me show you the details on this Bugatti Veyron. So yeah, full polished aluminum body on this Bugatti Veyron, other than the parts that are carbon fiber, exposed carbon fiber, like here in the back. So this is the Vitesse variant of the Bugatti Veyron, which means 1200 horsepower, so the Veyron Super Sport powertrain, but with the Grand Sport open top. These cars, I don't know how many made. I think it was about 150 Vitesses made, and this is by far the most special one. Now, polished aluminum is one thing, right? That's crazy option. And before I show you the rest of the options, I gotta tell you, the MSRP on these was about 2.5 million, maybe 2 million, between 2 and 2.5. This specific car came out to over $4.5 million, which means this had another Bugatti Veyron in options on top of the regular Bugatti Veyron. So let's go look at the inside first. So we've seen a lot of Veyrons on this channel, but nothing like this. We open the door. First thing you see, Vitesse 1 of 1. I mean, not to state the obvious, but yeah, there's nothing like it. Full carbon door with the red leather. And, you know, here, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Red, carbon fiber. This, in and of itself, would be very special. Another 1 of 1 badge right here. But KAQ, that is the original owner's initials. And you can see it again in the middle. You can see it again on the passenger seat. You can see it again on the fuel cap and the oil cap on the other side as well. You know what? There's probably some other big collectors that have their initials on the seats. Maybe somebody has another gas caps. But there's a place where I can guarantee you have never seen personalizations like this. And I'm looking at it right now. It is very subtle. You really have to see it, but once you see it, you cannot unsee it. If you look at the grill, it looks like a regular grill, but once you get a little bit closer, you can see K-A-Q. K-A-Q. A bunch of K-A-Qs. The grill has his initials. I promise you, you will never see another car as personalized as this one. He did not care what it took, but this car had to be the way he wanted it. And I think because of that, today this would probably be the world's most expensive Bugatti Veyron.